Hey everyone, this is the Art of Warlord here, and I really want to inform you about why I love Wizard 101 the way that I do, and why I want to just do Wizard 101 things. So, I think one of the major things for what kept me going in Wizard 101 was once I turned 13, I got text chat. And I started to learn. I was very illiterate as a child, like most children. I didn't know how to write very well, and then text chat really opened that up for me. Since you have to type everything correctly, I learned how to write, and Wizard 101 helped me in that way, and I really appreciated that in my life. And then I remember there was a time where I used to be a Crowns player and I didn't do membership ever. And I just didn't have the funds for that. I was what, if it's 2015 right now and it was 2010, I would have been, well, 12. Or I would have been 13. As a 13-year-old, I didn't have the funds to be a Crowns player. My mother didn't really approve of the game because she thought that I spent way too much time on it, which I probably did, but it was a game that I loved, and at least I wasn't doing other things that could have been worse for me. So, at the age of 13, I remember it was around my birthday in February. It was unusually nice out, and as I was walking home, I always stopped at the public library. What was weird that day is I went to go and leave the library and head home, and this kid just sprinted up to me. I never saw this kid before in my life. And he handed me a bundle card, and said, "Are you Mercedes?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "This is for you." And I'm like, "What?" And then he sprinted off. I never saw this kid again. I don't know who he is. My mother would never buy me a bundle, but I thought since it was near my birthday, she was more willing. So I ran home with this card in my hand. I was like, Mom, thank you so much." She's like, "What?" And I'm like, "You got me a bundle." And she's like, "A what?" And I'm like, "A Wizard 101 bundle." She's like, "No." And I don't know. I was just like, well, then where did I get this? I am so shocked that I even got this. I still have the card. I still have the card, and it came to me like this. Like, the price tag was cut off, like it was a gift. It was near my birthday, and I'd never seen this kid before, but he asked who I was, so obviously he must have been sent by someone. I have no idea, to this day, who gave me this card. I was not allowed to activate it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks I waited to activate this card because we had to make sure that it was okay. My mom said that she thought the card was stolen, which it wouldn't have worked if it was. I went to the library and I asked around. The librarians asked around. Went to the school, they were looking around for this owner of this card. No one ever came forward with it, so after 2 weeks, Mom's like, "You can try it if you want, it probably won't work." And I typed in the code and it actually worked. I was like, whoa! I'm using the word too much, I'm sorry. But I was amazed. I was like, how many times does a $39 card just get handed to you and no questions asked near your birthday? Well, obviously not on your birthday, but I don't know this kid or anything like that, but he asked if I was Mercedes, and that's my name. And it just happened. And I was amazed. I was just like, this is a sign. This is a sign to keep playing, because I was thinking about quitting Wizard 101 because my funds wouldn't allow it. So as soon as I got this, I decided to go with membership, and for 1 month, I could earn up $10 within a month. So what I did is I put in the membership and I leveled up. I found out that one of my closer friends actually plays Wizard 101. I knew another friend of mine played Wizard 101, and he had a level 60. The cap was level 60 at the time, so, or around level 60. I think this was around when Celestia first came out. But, I was just like, whoa, this is amazing. I have a membership, and I just kept on going with the game, because I loved it so much. During that time, I had a Death Wizard. His name was called Timothy Deathhand. I got stuck in Crocotopia, and I didn't understand what the main storyline quest was at the time. I know, I was such a noob. But, then I started my myth character, Morgrim Thunder, and I just meant to have him as like a low-level wizard to just look cool and wander around. But I actually leveled him up and he's exalted now, as you've seen in previous videos. It was very, I don't know. It was very unexpected. My dog's out there. And I think that's one of those things that led me to having, for my 13th or 14th birthday, no, my 14th birthday, that led me to, having a Wizard 101 birthday, because that one year I got the card, it was too close to the time, so then the next birthday, I was, leveling up still. I wasn't even, it takes me forever to level up whenever I was younger, it took me forever. I had a Wizard 101 birthday. My mom, I told her I wanted a Wizard 101 birthday, and I actually was really like, I wanted a tiger mount really badly, and I didn't understand that you could buy them with gold. And it was really funny because I actually made I play with action figures and toys, I've played with them forever. I actually made a tiger mount toy, and I have it up here on my shelf. I'll get it down. It was a dollar tiger, and I put leather for like the reins type thing. And I used to play with a lot of like horses. So I took one of the saddles off of one that I didn't like anymore and taped it on with electrical tape. It looks really weird, but my mom actually used this for a prop next to the cake. Like, she didn't put it on the cake, she put it next to the cake. And I invited my friends over, ahead of time. And they got here, and I asked them only to buy me Wizard 101 cards. I had over probably $100 worth of Wizard 101 cards given to me by them. It was one of those rare occasions that I actually made them into crowns. The birthday cake, I loved Marleybone, and I still do. I love Marleybone. She said, will you make this photo, which is the Marleybonian wallpaper that you can get for your desktop? She made that photo printed it onto the cake, and I had chocolate cake that was Marleybone themed, and all my friends came over, and it was amazing. I loved it. It was one of my last birthday parties. Yeah, it was a really good memory. The next thing that really moved me to be more involved in a Wizard 101 fandom was Tumblr, because I found out they had a really small one, and then KingsIsle started to do KI Live. If you don't know what that is, I recommend watching it. The two hosts, oh actually there's three, but you never really see the third one. I don't know, they just have this energy that makes me, it makes me happy. They mess around and talk about the new updates to the game. They do Pirate 101 too, usually at the same time. But due to KI Live, I was starting welding in school, and I wanted to do something big, like really big. So as soon as I had like a face to put to KingsIsle, which was those three, once I had a face to put to it, and a person that I actually wanted to aim it towards, and have them enjoy it in a way that I know that they could, I made a giant Wizard 101 logo sign out of metal, painted it, and there's a variety of steps. I'll probably put them somewhere in this video. Then I painted it, spray painted it, this sparkly blue. And then after that, I got really expensive colored paper and got it cut out to go behind the hollowed out letters, so then it would be colorful. And then I had all those pieces laminated at, I think, Office Max or something. And then brought them home, took some rubber cement, put them on the plastic, and tried my best to get them glued onto the back of this. But I sent that in, and I was really worried that they wouldn't like it. And whenever I sent it in, it was like, I think, $20 to $30 to send it from Iowa all the way to Texas. And during that trip, it took about a month, and I was messaging through them back and forth on Twitter. And they were like, "Oh, thanks for sending it." And I was like, okay, at least they're responding. And I'm like, after about 3 weeks or so, because it took a bit more than a month, my mom's like, maybe it just got lost in the mail, because I lost the shipping number for it, so I couldn't track it. And I'm like, yeah, this stuff happens. So I kind of let it lie for a week. After once a week I would email them or message them, and they would still tell me the same thing, that they haven't seen it. And so about after that entire month, I looked on my Twitter feed and I saw I had a new message, and I opened it, and it was them, the hosts. They were both holding, it was Layla and Tom were holding my sign, and they sent me this photo, and I love this photo so much. It's one of my proudest moments for Wizard 101, like, even in my life, because it's just proof that creativity can pay off, and hard work can. Like, I love plasma cutting. I'll show you some. These right here are some of the pieces I plasma cutted. As you can see, they are metal. You can see on the back the slag. I love these pieces. I love the piece that I sent them. I loved that they actually sent me the thing. They could have just wrote, "Oh, we got it, thank you." But no, they sent me a photo, and they asked about how I sent them a letter, like a really long letter, especially with steps of what I did to make this giant sign. And they were like, "Can we have some colored photos of," because I could only print in black and white. "Can we have some colored photos of your steps?" And so I sent them in as well. And yeah, it was really cool. They said once they hang it up, they might, I don't know, I doubt it by now, but they might make a blog post about it, which is cool. But they did show it on KI Live. I was like, "You showed my sign on KI Live!" It was amazing. The next big thing, because they showed my sign, and like I said, I just love their energy, is I made this fan video thing about their live stream. And it was a song by Fountains of Wayne called "Hey Julie." And the third host is named Julia, and they have hashtag Julia from KI. So what I did is that I made, like, out of clips of things that they've done through, like, King's Isle Office, which is a segment that they did, and KI Live bits and their blooper reel, I made them a song, like a fan video to go with it, and I just posted it just to have fun. And Tom, who is also known as the Friendly Necromancer, found it, and he's all like, "Oh, lol, the love," and he posted it, and thanks to him, I got quite a few more views on that video than I would have if he didn't. But I just having the recognition that you have done something that you spent really hard to build up is nice. Then after I posted it and I was talking to him, And then I was on Tumblr one day and I looked into my message box. I was in the middle of an amusement park during this. I was about to watch at the amusement park a circus with my friend. And I pull up my my messages and I look in the inbox and there's a message there from Wizard 101 Game, the official Tumblr blog of Wizard 101 King's Isle. And I was like, what? And I'm like, and they're like, would Morgrim like to join us on KI Live to help? And I was like, yes, he would. I was very like, I don't know. It was another good time for me. There's no way to really explain why I have this longing to just, I don't know, I think it just makes me happy, and being happy is one of the great parts of life. Just this summer, it was right after the KI Live, actually the day after, I was helping them on KI Live. I was just battling for them while they talk, because you can't, trust me, you cannot just pay attention to a battle and still be interesting while talking. It's very hard sometimes. So we were more like, both me and him were just there to take out the enemies while Tom and Layla did their commentary. It was awesome, and so the day after that happened, I bought my desktop computer. My friends want me to expand on gaming, and I do expand on gaming now, but I still play Wizard 101 a lot. And I started filming for recording all my gameplay, and this is how I started the channel. I don't know, it feels right. It's just fun. It's fun to show off your hard work and effort in a game. And I hope that I will continue making videos for a while. Right now though, my mother and I are in the middle of a move. We might be here soon. So I don't know how often I'll be able to put up videos, and hopefully that goes well for us. And hopefully I can get back to making even more videos here soon. If we don't move, then I guess, because it's either a yes or a no thing, I might be back sooner than later. I'm not saying that this is a break, but I am saying that there might be a delay in videos. So, thanks for joining me today. This has been The Art of Warlord. Bye. Hey everyone, this is The Art of Warlord here, and today I want to do the Halloween event given to you by Dworgen. You took one of my apples! No, don't run away! Yeah. Okay, back. Yeah. Dworgen, thanks for giving me such a safe quest. It's not like you're sending a 12-year-old out to help dynamite some rubble out of the way.